Hey, what's going on, guys? It is the start of a brand new year, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a quick video telling you the books I'm going to be picking up for this month, as well as my bookish and a few of my personal goals for 2016. I don't have the physical copies of two of the books I'm going to be reading this month, and the other two are kind of buried under a pile. So hopefully future Ben will be cool with doing a little extra editing. He's probably hating me right now. Yeah, we're good, but you're still kind of a jerk though. Anyway, let's get started with my TBR for January. The first book I'm going to be picking up this month is Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Now, I still don't know a whole lot about this book. I am just really interested to get into this story and the format that it's told. It's told through text messages and emails and just different documents like that. I'm really interested to see how the story plays out in that format. It just sounds like a very unique book, and I'm excited to get this started. It's first on my list for this month. And the second book I'm going to be picking up this month is actually for school. It is called The Everything Store. It is the story behind the founder of Amazon and how he pretty much made the business a success. It's not a book I would pick up on my own, but I've been surprised by books like this before. Some of the school books I've received have been really good. I'm kind of interested to see the backstory behind Amazon, so I guess that's kind of cool. The next book I'm going to be picking up this month is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer. I don't need to know any more about this book other than the fact that there's mythology and it's written by Rick Riordan. I am going to be fascinated by this book. If it's got adventure, if it's got action, if it's got fighting, I am sure I'm going to enjoy this book thoroughly. And last but not least, we have Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I really like magic systems, and the one in this story sounds pretty awesome. We have one of our main characters as a truth witch, which means she can tell truths from lies, which makes her a hot commodity in this world, and people would kill to have her on their side, which is why she kind of keeps her powers hidden, doesn't let people know that she has them. And our other protagonist is a thread witch, which means she is able to see the invisible ties that bind people together. She can see everybody's ties except for her own. It's got action, it's got adventure, it's got assassins, it's got war, battles. I am excited to pick this up. It sounds pretty epic. Next, I'm going to tell you the goals I have for the year 2016. I kept this list fairly simple just because it's going to be a crazy year. I've got a lot of stuff going on. So this is pretty much just a minimal skeleton guideline for me to follow this year. Goal number 1. I would like to upload at least 1 to 2 videos a week on this channel. It is going to be really difficult. I work a full-time job and I'm about to start my second semester of grad school this month. So time is relatively short. I don't have a lot of time to do extra things, but I figure I can handle 1 or 2 videos a week. Making these videos have been a lot of fun, and I just want to make sure I stay consistent with putting out these videos on a regular basis. Goal number 2, I would like to review at least 1 book on this channel every single month. I started this channel because I want to have something to look back on and see what I thought about a few of these books that I read. I'm not going to be doing a video discussion on all of them, but I would at least like to have them on the books I really liked or really enjoyed or had some strong feelings about. I would like to make some sort of video discussing what I thought about those books. And goal number 3, I would really like to improve my editing skills. I've just started with editing and I've been trying to do new things every single video, trying to practice and get things down, but editing is pretty tough. I spend more time doing that than recording some of these videos. Goal number 4. I would like to read more from authors I have not read any books by and authors I have not even heard of as of this year. I would like to expand the authors that I read, and maybe I'll find a new favorite author, maybe I'll find a lot of new authors that I like and just start finding all kinds of cool new books. Alright, my 5th and final goal for this 2016 year is to read at least 45 books. I set up my Goodreads challenge, and I'm going to actually update Goodreads this year and try to do reviews on that as well. I don't think I've done any reviews on Goodreads as of yet. That could be goal number 6, is to update Goodreads as I read my books and update them with reviews of how I think about those books. Okay, and all the rest of these goals that I'm going to be talking about in this video are personal goals that I am hoping to achieve in 2016. So for my first personal goal that I set for 2016, I really want to start learning a new language. I was going to go to Germany this summer as part of one of my classes, and that fell through. I was going to learn a little bit of German, a little bit of French, and I was going to go to France the week after I did my classwork, and I wanted to be able to communicate with the people in these countries in their own language. I thought that would be really cool. Instead, I'm going to be going to Ireland as part of my class, which is amazing as well, because I've always wanted to go to Ireland. I get to go for a couple of days in London, and then I'm going to Dublin, and we're going to be touring around all over Ireland. We're going to the Bank of Ireland, and we're going to go through Google and different places like that, which also means I need to buy a suit. I'm not excited about that. I'm not a big fan of suits. Alright, so these next goals are more like checklist items. They're going to be progressive as I get better throughout the year. My first one is I would like to jog for a half mile without stopping. I would like to jog for a mile and then 2 miles. I would like to finish my first 5K ever. I've never done one before, so I figured it'd be fun to start that. And then I would like to finish a 5K this year without walking or stopping. I think that would be kind of difficult to me right now. It sounds really hard, but I'm ready to get it started. There's this place I like to go camping, and there's a trail that leads up a mountain. It's called Antenna Pine, just simply because there's a pine tree at the top, and this entire camp has no cell phone reception. The only way you get cell phone reception is to go up to the top, and this pine tree acts as an antenna. Anyways, it's a long hike up this mountain. I would like to do it without stopping. I've only been able to do it once before, and I'd like to be able to do it again. It's extremely hard for me. It's extremely hard for anybody. It's a rough climb, but I think I can do it, and that's probably going to be towards the end of the year. The other two things I would like to do is start going mountain biking again. It's something I always used to love to do. Go out, hit the trails, and have a blast all day long. I would also like to start going climbing again, going rock climbing, and hopefully after I knock off a few of these things on the checklist, I'll be able to fit into my harness again, and I'll be able to start going to Horseshoe Canyon and different rock faces and start climbing. I would also like to spend a lot more time this year outside. Ever since I started my job last year, I have spent pretty much all day inside sitting at my desk, and I get kind of bummed out because I don't get to see the sun. I used to go out back and tie my hammock up in between two trees and just sit there and read books all day, or I would sit out there and set up my slack line. I don't know if you've ever heard of slack line. It's pretty much where you put webbing and tie it off in between two trees and make it real tight, walk across it, work on your balance, and just kind of bounce. It's sort of like a meditation for me. Everything gets cleared out of my mind, and I get to focus only on one thing, and I used to love doing it. I used to do it all day long, so that's also something I'm going to be doing this year. So those are the books I'm going to be reading for the month of January, as well as the goals I set for myself for 2016. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are amazing. I will see you soon with another video. Bye.